I have a maelstrom coming. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone is well. It seems like governments are finally coming to their senses and not coming to their senses all at once, all at the same time. But thankfully, we don't talk about politics or anything like of that on this channel for that matter. So, all in all, I hope everyone's just staying safe. We can start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, hopefully they get a vaccine around here sooner or later. Hello, Logan. So that we can, survive. Playing around with camera angles and all that fun stuff. Morse code. It's going to be a real Morse code practice. Watching the storms roll in. I wonder if I can... my nose has been really itchy today because, there's storms coming in. Not really. Let me do this. You go over here. Make you small. And then we add a capture of a window. And it's going to be Firefox, which has got next red. And I make it small. And I make it a little smaller. Oh yeah. Stormstream coming to you live. Nice. Stick you up in the corner. So everyone knows it's about to hit the fan. Hello, Sato, Grant, Chuck. Excuse me. Glad you're all here. I have the radar up in the corner because I'm about to get slammed. Can't really see it now, but the air outside is super still. Like it was windy, like 40 mile per hour, not 40, more like 20 or 30. And it's starting to get darker. And yeah, shit's about to hit the fan. Bodies are about to hit the floor. And so let's see how much CW practice we can get in while before this happens. So for now, this is away. I'm gonna do some text practice. Log in, and we're gonna do plain text training. And we're gonna do, I want to do QSOs. English proverbs. I don't want to do proverbs. I want to do QS, not QTC. I want to do, call signs would be okay. Why not convert text to CW and CW practice text. Oh, I know where to go for this. CW Academy. So yesterday was Samuel Morse's birthday, and it was basically Morse Day. Yeah, it's 80 degrees here as well, and it's about to become 60 real quick, Chuck, because it's cold front. Anyway, Samuel F. Morse, let's do a little bio on him, was a cool guy who invented the American Morse code. Co-developed, presumably, but he gets the naming rights. Born April 27, 1791 in Georgetown, Massachusetts. He painted real good, actually, and I'm obviously in the way of his painting, so let me turn me off. Keep the weather in the top. Did some good art, not gonna lie. And then he made Morse code, and presumably the story is that one of his significant other or somebody passed away. And I'm trying to see if that's actually true because this is something I've just heard. And he was so mad about how the regular like telegraphy or the the Pony Express was so slow that he created Morse code. But I don't really see that. That might be true. That might be a wives' tale, but I don't have time to read this. But he created not the international Morse code that we know. He created, God, look at that beard. He created the American Morse code. And it's slightly different than the international Morse code. Let's check it out. So American Morse code looks like this. It looks very similar. But there's this emphasis on timing, and that's really kind of a challenge. So A is actually normal. So what you're seeing here is like these are each 1 dit increments. These vertical columns represent 1 dit. And so A is 1 dit, 1 space of 1 dit, and then 1 DA, that's the space of 2 dits. And then you also see like these characters down here. L is 4 dits long, a DA of 4 dits long. So I can't actually Morse this out using my paddle, but I can use my my straight key. My straight key. Let's put the video back on. And do I have a thing for that already though? Nope. Done this before. Oh, no, a thing I could do is just do this. Ooh, the wind's starting to pick up. I got the gust front coming in. There's a fan on my radio. So if I suddenly like lose signal, you know why. If I disappear, that is. Because lightning, you know. Just plugging in this radio. And then you connect to here. So now I turn my paddle into, God, it's getting hotter now. I'm all humid. I think it started to rain. I don't know. That's just the neighbors watering. So A sounds normal. It just sounds like da-da. B sounds like da-dit-dit-dit, just like normal. C gets all weird all of a sudden. So A is B. C is, there's like, it's, if you're a drummer, it might be, this might be a lot easier because you can syncopate. But that C is like dit dit space dit. No, it's dit dit. If you're thinking of dit 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 dit. So I gotta think of it. If the dits are going dit 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 dit, then I need to go dit 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 dit. Right, that. Dit, 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 dit. So it's like really hard to understand. You have to really think about that. And then L is dit, 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 but the whole thing is dit, 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 dit. See what I mean? Ooh, the storm's getting closer. I gotta get my zoom in. So this is St. Louis. I live in St. Louis, and I live about right here, right under this 44, right there yonder. So, just so you know. And then J is, well, interesting. It's da dit da dit. And but not that right timing. So you can see this is a little different than the international Morse code. Which you don't necessarily need these the same kind of chart to show each of the spacings, because the spacings have become, what do you say, standardized. As you see in those top 5 things up there. So no, it's not that much darker outside. So man, I wonder if this shouldn't be too much of a hailstorm. So I'm gonna get out my my other weather app. This is a lot more data. It's now severe warned. This is a radar scope, by the way. And I want to look up the... No, I can't use this one. I got to use the KSLX. All right. And then change this to... I want to look at dual pole. Maybe right there as a little sketch. This differential reflectivity, correlation coefficient. I don't really know how to read these, but I know if it's like showing some spots, this is specific differential phase. If it's showing spots, that means it's more round. If it's closer to 1, no, this is differential reflectivity. So this is the difference between the vertical and horizontal polarizations. So this is a high difference. That means it's more longer than it is wide, so it's like rain or something. I don't know. I should know better. This correlation coefficient, if it's equal to 1, which is a nice red color, that means it's like perfectly spherical, which you'd think, oh, there's red stuff out there, but those are like small water droplets. These are like larger water droplets, which are fatter, but if you get like a lot of fat water droplets and then like right there, that's a very purplish looking spot right about yonder. It's very, very close to 1. That's definitely hail. And if I put this to this mode and I change this to here, you can see, hopefully, it's a zone of very high reflectivity. You got 55 dBz and a 99.9%, or basically 0.995 correlation coefficient. And it's a little lagged, so it's not exactly right there. Let me go to super res. Right about there. But then again, all of these are also saying 1. Maybe that's all hail. I don't know. Generally, I go off of the idea of, like, if it's super high reflectivity, like right there, then I'm going to say that's probably hail there. But the differential, or the correlation coefficient, is down in the 98%, 93%. So, yeah, Kyle, it's on the way. And yeah, YouTube is fattening me up. I'm sorry. I had a little bit too much avocado toast. So then I'm gonna go here. Oh, and then there's another on here that will actually do a depiction of what it thinks the hydrometer classification. And if I do this, it thinks it's just heavy rain, and there might be some hail up here, but it doesn't look like a hail storm, really. Now, this down here, I won't be so sure about that, but that's way down in like Waynesville. Oh, there's a tornado. Let's go investigate the tornado. Let's just like blow this up into full size. Why not? It's not really well focused or anything, but you'll live. So you can't really see any kind of vorticity, but like it just looks like a really fat blob of rotation. Oh, maybe right here. Well, draw. Like right there. Like this tornado went up that way, but then there's this huge straight line wind going like, dang, man, 80, 90 miles per hour. But this is really, oh no, this is really close to the radar, so this is on ground. So if you're in Miller, Missouri, you just got blown away, dude. That's straight line. Like that is a burst. Dang. 100 miles per hour on radar. Woo. So, having fun here, guys. Here comes the gust front. Bring up my other screen. Oh, it keeps resetting my zoom, jerk. All right, so before the power goes out, let's learn some Morse code. And then when the power goes out, I'll switch to cell network, go in my backyard, and throw up an antenna into the tree. Not. All right, so CW Academy has some resources for things you can send if you want to send arbitrary text and you want to work on, say, for example, what's it called? Just QSO training, like if you were on the air or something. You can go get QSO practice files. I can get them at 20 words per minute. Let's do 25. Heck, too fast. So that's real 20 words per minute. Let me see if the basic or basic has QSO practice. Yeah, here we go. 10 words per minute. Effective, so it isn't. I thought it would be Farnsworth space, but it isn't, and it's not. I have to find the actual list. Find the actual characters, their conversation that they're sending. So maybe I'll just look up CW practice text. Intermediate practice files. No, code practice files. Text files. Here we go. QSO practice. Any of these memorized? Find the challenge. This just looks like. Here we go. I'll try not to read this too much, but this is a QSO. I'm going to pop it into here. And, well, I'm going to change this effective speed to, let's say 15, character speed of 25, tone of 630. Paste, convert, and open a notepad. Cover this up. I'm not reading it, I'm not reading it, I'm not reading it. And then, let me see if this font is good enough. Have to fiddle with things here really quick. Sorry, chat. You're gone. But that doesn't mean I hate you. Font. Oh, heck, where'd my thing go? Oh, I minimized Firefox, that's why. There it is. Refresh. It's getting closer. Nope, no, go away. There we go. Okay. Make bigger. Okay. Click play. Alright, too fast. Far too fast. I'm going to make sure this is copied. I want to make sure this is copied correctly. Back to the entry form. Paste. Effective speed 10. Convert. Let's just listen to it quick. All right, so this is why I have mic fright, or I have CW key fright, which actually Modern Ham did a video on this. I'll link to in a minute. But oh man, no, wrong menu to move. So compare what I sent versus what. Actually, I do need to move this over. Move this over. Compare what I sent with what what was sent with what I received. And this is a slow. This is a. I don't know why I just did a V in my head when I said that. This is pretty slow. This is like a typical. Well, I mean, it's a little faster than normal. I think the character speed is faster than normal, but 10 words per minute at this speed is, I think, relatively gentle. Let me make this thing like manually zoom in. Sorry, the weather's taking over my stream. Oh, it's up there. Derp. Nice. Yeah, I got a big storm coming in, so if you're joining me, our time might be measured in minutes and not hours and days, because who knows what power line is going to get blown up. So I'll be right here with you guys. So yeah, I copied the call sign wrong. Hello, Wilbur. I got L. I got the two L's. Comma, but I put a slash. Nice. Nice. I got nice. Tim, your RST, I got your RST, and then this is supposed to be an I, and then I didn't get the RST. Very Lear QSX, something, something, my QTH is, that should be an I. Robbinsville, I got Valley in Kentucky, and again with the slash instead of a comma. Name, I got that, is, that should be an I. Got the D's. And the WEX WX is Cole COL. S, I got the NY in Rainy with 7 E. So maybe that's the E's in degrees. TEM, but no P. And I got rig is, and he was going to start talking about rig 10, and then that's supposed to be 10 tech. Omni 6 98 watts, so I got 9 watts. In a large pine tree, I got tree. I don't know why. What happened here? And then I got the equals, the BT sign. The I have to do the straight key to signify kind of a new, basically a period, but a new clause. I got the Y. EI5. Supposed to be 54, and I have been a ham for 11 years. That's about all that just got lost. So how copy, question mark, so I missed the Y. Messed the call signs up again, and then got K. So that's why I am definitely afraid. Well, it's not like a fear of going in the air. It's just like I know it's just going to be a chaos, and I've actually had skeds with my friends before, and where we just sent back and forth gibberish because we were sending something that we would actually know what we're sending. The other person would just receive nothing. We would not use decoders. We would just not receive nothing, but receive the signal, but like just completely go, huh? Like completely blank mind, because that's just like, this is what I copy. And if I go to like WebSDR, same thing will happen. Let's go to some place that's not near a storm. Let's say like Europe. Go to University of Twente. 7.25. 050. No, 50. It ought to be CW down there somewhere. Let me go to somewhere where it's brighter outside. Let's see if we can pick up anything in Utah. It's not too noisy. Yeah, it's not too bad. 20C dub. Looks promising. Ah, W1AW, perfect. The headquarters station, hey C-Mart, and hello Ham Radio Guy K7TDM. Hell of a job, hell of a F up I'm making, but I mean it's something. It's something much further than I was 47 days ago, or well, 47 streams ago. So hello, I needed this. I have a QRP CW radio. That's a thing. Like everyone has a CW radio or CW capable radio that you need to get on the air, but you don't know CW. So like here you go. Learn some CW with me. Ooh, weather's updating. How close is the gust front? It's not gotten closer. What is this? I thought it just went through. Where's my weather app? No, it's still taking its precious time. If I turn to TDR, or the terminal radar. Ah, yeah, it's still a little ways out. It's gonna be a solid CW lesson before we, lose power or whatever. Top vid, thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Cold use receivers in other locations. That's especially important today because of my particular situation with the storm brewing outside. If I wanted to put this on the air, I would be sad because there's plenty of lightning to be had. But this receiver is out in Utah. This receiver is the heckin' biggest receiver on WebSDR. Not even gonna lie. Where can I find about this WebSDR? Pictures, man. It's like a massive, massive, massive TCI model 530 omnidirectional log periodic, mostly circularly polarized and optimized for high 6 dBi gain. Oh my gosh. Like, and then for the lower bands, it has a huge curtain type antenna, like a disc cone, I think. It's the best WebSDR. I thought that the PA2 FWM, the original SDR, when you go to websdr.org, it's like websdr.org. The first one you see is the WebSDR at University. This is the original WebSDR. And it's cool because it covers 0 through 30 megahertz continuously, but the reception is a little rough because it uses a active antenna, which works really well, but just not as well as the log periodic up in the middle of nowhere. Like it's very far away from RFI, from people, and it just picks up real good everywhere. So anyway, I was listening to the CW, and let's see if I can pipe. I don't want to pipe audio around because things will break and I'll lose signal, but I want to get CW get running. Does it not? Yeah, that's just picking up me. Zoom setup. Input. Mixer, Logitech stereo mix. Cable output. So, man, I wish I had like a real mixer. Maybe I need to invest in like something that will loop back audio and do these fun things, but it's such a pain to do it in here, but that's the catch. Use your brain. Let me start when I hear a period or something. Or let me just start whenever, I don't know. very clicky. So even with just listening, like there's pure gibberish coming through. Occasionally I get some letters, but I think this is actually a really efficient, not efficient. This is an effective practice. Even though you might not be getting anything, what you're doing is you're exposing your brain to see more and more CW, more and more Morse code, and that just means like eventually it will click. Everyone I've ever talked to about how did they learn Morse code, they ran through drills, they ran through tapes, they ran through practice, code CW Academy, Long Island CW Club. The real get of it, the real gist of like learning CW is actually getting on the air. Technically, I'm on the air, but not really. What they mean by that is get on the air so that you can get in a QSO and stress yourself out, but keep doing that, just like you learn voice. You get mic fright, just the same. And I said I was going to mention him, but he just did a video on this, and I'm a little jealous because I wanted to do a video on it too. But Modern Ham from YouTube, how to overcome mic fright, calling CQ, and your and your first radio contact. Popping in the chat. Because everyone goes through this, and I think I might do a video on how to overcome key fright or something like that, which I have not yet done. Actually, you have seen me first unassisted do this, and how much I freaked out.
On 40 meters.
It took me hours to get up to this point.
Okay, that was a test.
And I show this all the time, right? It's a DX station, nothing hard here. But I'm doing this completely without a decoder, completely with my own 2 fingers and brain. So I have to send really efficiently my call sign and a signal report. And
I'm doing this, and I can't do it anymore.
Yep. Wait for his call.
Slow it down. So now here's the fake deal.
This is fake.
I already screwed up. That makes me not want to do it.
Guys, a noob. But I still am a noob, so. That was me practicing.
Okay.
Rubbing my fingers like, I'm so nervous.
Can't do it.
And then eventually, I get it. Listen for the da 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 da.
Okay, here goes.
Actually, that was him calling CQ, so he finished his call sign. And that's how you do it. That's how you get over mic fright. You just do it. In the words of Shia LaBeouf. So I might do a better video on that. And I'll let you finish this video out on if you go to it. So you can see my absolute, pure, unabashed excitement. Oh, VK3YE. So I got a YouTube binge to catch up on. So where were we? We were listening to the CW on WebSDR. Stuff's too fast. Doing call sign training. Let's do a little iambic master, because that's just fun. We gotta switch this back out. Over there. This thing to that. This thing to this. And this kind of proves a point that I've always had: is I'm a better sender than I am a receive. So if I click start, I have to send this perfectly. Damn it. Like, point in case, or case in point, I perfectly did that up until the 6, which is actually, I did it backwards. I did a 4 instead, and then Steve is, nope, that's my name. So let me try that again. It's funny because it's K6, and then there's a 6, and I'm like, what is 6 again? Ooh, too many dits. Nope. And now it goes downhill. Right? Damn it. I know this part gets all boring, right? Because I'm like going to stress out over this, and oh, the storms are coming, and oh, I got to get this done before I lose power. Dang it, I keep doing the same thing. It keeps trying to send 8. Thanks, but do I plug a keyer into my PC? So what I have going on is a little more complicated than that. There are ways to plug a keyer into your PC, but it won't work with Iambic Master. The way to do this is, there's 2 ways. There's this is the Win keyer. I think I got this for $50. There's also an Arduino version of that, which you plug in a key and then you plug that into your computer, and it works with like most things, but it doesn't put out the actual sound. And what I've been looking for is something that will actually echo the sound through the computer, but don't have that. What you use for that instead is a code practice oscillator, which in my case is my IC7300. I have the keyer hooked up to the 7300, which is there, and that's hooked up to my mixer, and then all pipes in to the computer. What I would recommend is to get a code practice oscillator, and the cheapest one I would recommend, most affordable one, is QRP Guys. This is very, very straightforward. Put the pedal in. It's a kit, so you actually put it together. Put it where it says paddles. And I don't know if you can hear it. It has a little tiny speaker on it. And you can change the speed. I made it mad. So that's that. And I think this is about a $20 kit. And it's from qrpguys.com. And I don't know if you'll be able to get one now because of coronavirus. But I do highly recommend. And that also has an output for a radio, which is what the WindKeyer does. It's just the WindKeyer has a computer connection so that I can use Iambic Master, which is this fun program. Man, this storm better hurry up. I'm starting to sweat. Need one ASAP. Don't we all? Yeah, see, it's like, it's still taking its time. Again, I'm like down here. So, that's where I work around there, but let's try this again. Dang it. No, that was right. Stupid. Try not looking. N7VS. Yikes. Almost. Finally. Oh no! I sent Mr. and not Oregon. Man, that was so close. Just keep trying. There we go. Got him. And so I got that whole string perfectly, and then it moved on to number 2. Got it before the storm, so I'm mostly happy. Now this might be harder. Damn it. Dang it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know really how to send C's. I haven't really worked on that skill. Because you could do it that way, where you pinch. Or you could kind of swipe back and forth, right? Excuse me. Boom! Nice. On a roll. Dang it. Wait, what is 9? That's 9. Okay. I like flubbed my arms. Almost had it. Let's get that last call sign. It's a lot of 6s. How do I send that? Okay. Alright, forgot how to send Morse code real quick. That's the other thing. Like K and C are all the same thing. Like there's that. There's, or I could go, or, but that kind of throws the key around, right? Oh, that's the wrong one. All these notifications. Nope. Crap, I did an O to M again. Let's just say he's in Minnesota, okay? Ooh, weather update. It's a little closer. Ooh, there's a little cell popping up. Like right on the leading edge of that moaf. Yeah, I like that development. Where's this thing? Like right about there. It just kind of whoosh. All right, can we get one more and be done? What's that? Ooh, there's too much bass there. Why do I keep doing that? I'm thinking of Darude Sandstorm all of a sudden again. Oh, well, screw up the number anyway. VE3RCN. No. What is that? I'm trying to like learn the. If you repeat, you eventually like learn the phrase of it, especially with call sign prefixes. It's really good to memorize, or really put it to muscle memory, like what these sound like. And that one has a special kind of da-da-da-da-da-da-da, but I send it too fast and that runs all together, but it has kind of a rhythm to it. There we go. It's really hard to send. So I don't think I'll finish this before power goes out. I might be using too much of my arm. Oh, I just hit the button. I hit spacebar on accident with my pinky, so screw it. I'm done. I'm done. How's everyone doing? This is now a chat session. I want to sample it and throw it in a synth. That would be really cool. There's a lot of Morse code music. There's a lot of Morse code in music. If you ever listen to Rush, you'll know that the song YYZ is... I totally messed that up. Come on. YYZ. You'll hear that tune, da 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 da. Like it's a weird time signature, but you'll hear that like constantly replayed throughout YYZ. What else? There's Beethoven's Fifth, which is V, da 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 da, which is funny because V is a Roman numeral for 5. There's Darude Sandstorm, which I discovered with Radio Oklahoma from YouTube. 4 sounds like da 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 da. You know what that sounds like? You know, so it is, and then there's a lot of like specific words that have a rhythm. My own call sign, for example. Hear the beat? Da 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 da. I can't. Like that. So I love the rhythm in the code. In fact, I got my drumsticks out a while ago because I was like listening to Morse code. And then there's things like the prefix that I was sending, the VE3, like it has a beat to it. There was Geo was from a previous live stream. Geo is it's and it looks like Pio, but G or oh, I was sending it wrong. GEO. Like it just has a really fun beat to it. And then stroke M is shave and haircut, 2 bits. Like stroke mobile. You don't have a paddle or straight key, very sad. I have found an answer for you on eBay. I found the cheapest Morse code key I have ever seen. $8.76 each. It's a 3D printed Morse key, very basic, like hardware, but it's a Morse key. With that, you will need a Morse code keyer, like I mentioned earlier. That's from QRP guys. Unless you actually have a ham radio, then this will work for you. So here's the link to this. And I'm not sponsored. This isn't an advertisement, but I'll drop the link. Oh, God, that link. Sorry, y'all. Should have shortened that. Let me make that a shortened link. Oh, you have a 950. So perfect. What is this? I don't want to sign up for nothing. Screw that. All right. This actually does have a 3.5 millimeter jack on the inside. It comes with a little case or a cover. If you look in the lower corner there, lower left-hand corner, that's a 3.5 stereo jack, and that'll plug in right to your radio with I think it'll have like a 1/4 inch. So you might need an adapter if you have an 1/8 inch to an 1/8, 3.5 mil to 3.5 mil, thing. And then QRP guys, which due to the interruptions of parts delivery from COVID-19, we are having to suspend taking orders. So they aren't taking orders, but when they do, it's really cool to get a keyer from them, which if I could use their website, well, is this it? SKCQ? No, this is not it. Transmitters, general products. If they don't sell it anymore, I'll be sad. Antennas, stuff, tuners, QRP, test equipment, retired products. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Shoot. It's in the retired products, I bet. Come back. I know I'm like in the way of it. Single lever paddle. So they used to make these mini paddles. Also very cheap. This is oh, here we go. I have one of these. I built it on a windy day. You can get the pair PC boards, but the other components aren't available, sadly. Oh, where's the... There's a code trainer. Ooh, that'll work. That'll totally work. Just got a little, for $20. Where's the speaker? It doesn't have a speaker? Audio output. Okay, so it's a headphone jack. Because the U1, it must be a 555. No, it's AT Tiny. Is that actually creating the audio output? I guess so. So here's a link for a code trainer. Will eBay ship to Canada? Well, it's from China, so yeah, worldwide. For VA3DLO. You forgot to click the bell. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click that bell. Let me do it for you, in fact. N0SSC or youtube.com/N0SSC/live. That's me. And if you're looking at me, it looks like this. Me. And if I close all my windows, this is what you see. And if you click, well, here it says subscribe, and then when you subscribe, there's a little bell. Go to that. And then you've subscribed. And in fact, it actually looks like this will work better. There we go. Click subscribe. But you have to, sign into Google and stuff. So, yeah, that's the thing. Thank you for subscribing, VA3DLO. I hope you're getting some use out of it. I'll put your YouTube channel up in my thing just to remember it for later. There we go. Sub for sub.
Hello all, I'm VA.
All right. So yeah, cheapest Morse code paddle I've ever seen. That's not it, but and then cheap CW key or your ham radio will get you on the air. Well, it'll get you practiced at least. Bring back cameras. So yeah, well, we've gone quite a while, and as you can now see, it is ominously dark outside. And I'm starting to smell that petrichor, that rain smell. But my brain hurts from learning Morse code, so I can't do any Morse code. But I can just chill out and listen to some WebSDR. Because I want to, build a community. I saw Morse game. I'm glad you're thinking about me. Do you remember what game it was? Was it Morse Toad? Because I got that game. It's not really it's a game, but it's kind of gamey, but it's not it doesn't give you points. It just teaches you Morse code, which, that's pretty awesome that it does. Here we go. Tap to begin. And then, it goes through and teaches you the Morse code. And you actually have to make it loud. Da-da. And it puts the little Morse code characters in the actual, buttons. So there's the letter A. And it goes, ding! I just love the sound. Morse Mania is on Android, I think. Let me look it up. Congratulations, CMARC, for getting your call. That's awesome. WebSDR is a really awesome thing. That and RTL SDR is really the way to go. If you're getting into ham radio for the first time, because it presents ham radio to you right there. Right there. And also all of the other radio, shortwave radio, AM broadcast radio, all, you name it. Golly, look at all this 80 meter activity is lit right now. Wrong sideband. Look how many 80 meters there are. How do you hear the difference between EISH and 5? It's there's a Morse Mania in the iOS store, but it doesn't look very gamey, but I'll buy it. I'll do a review. There's just some old guys, OMs on 80 meters, bitching about politics, it sounds like, which is a very common thing. This one's talking about his amp.
Because I've gone to his page before and read all the articles on those amps.
This guy.
Vamos a un sitio privado ahí donde eso es de la familia ahí, el lago
Spanish all the way up in New Jersey on 80 meters. Must be good propagation. It is, past sunset, so I'm going to change the camera to get a picture of this side. So you'll see it when the lightning comes in. You'll see it. You'll be the first.
pueblito que le llaman Torito.
Y los Alpha to Bravo, no, mira aquí, no, pues está bueno eso por ahí.
So,
Pero así como tú dices.
let me mute you real
Es
quick.
mejor,
Prepare to copy. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Boop, boop. Okay. Stop. I want to make the spacing less. What is the guest characters? Let's try that. Start. I don't know what's going on. Stop. Let's do a little longer so I can figure this out. That's kind of a bug. S. E. S. E. S. E. H. Oh, it gets mad if I don't. It'll be a red thing. Interesting. Copy words. Start. Hospit. Oh. Copy. Send QSO. Interesting. The Morse, can I change the settings? Yes. Pitch, words per minute, 25. That's better. Farnsworth, Coke method, Coke characters. Let's turn that off. Type characters? Ooh, I like that. That's very handy. So there's a mode called type characters that'll just send like... Very cool. Oh, Andrew, I forgot to mention. this comes in handy. I forgot to actually ask or answer your question. How do I hear the difference between these characters? Time. I can't answer it any like simpler than that. Like it's just the time between the time it takes to send that character. E is just dit. I is did it. S is did it. Now H and 5 is super hard. I'll give you that. And if you're in a QSO, like I was looking at this earlier, but like the most common characters are E, I, R, S, T, L, N, E, but like E and I are very short since they're very common. So like it's hugely difficult, especially when you're going at a fast clip and you have all these letters full of E's and I's. Like it's hard to discern the differences between them. But that really comes over in due time. Because you'll start to hear less characters individually, like infinitesimal characters, and you'll hear more of the whole word. And like the word nice, for example. That's nice, but you can hear this rhythm. Da-da, N-I, da-da, did-it, da-da, did-it, da-da, did-it, da-da, da-da, did. Oop. So that just like tests. If you've ever been in a ham radio contest doing Morse code, or say Q, you just immediately know that's C and Q. But if I were to type out a word like, what was that? What was the first letter? Was it Q? Q. It was quick. Or let me try another thing. Rock. R-O-C-K. But it might be hard to know that C because there's no context between the other characters like CQ has. So that's something I'm trying to train myself. What other things we got going on in here? Type characters, key sending. So I got a little key. Oh, that's cute. It's really delayed though, like. What's the question mark for on Morse Mania? It will not let me. What's the question mark for on Morse Mania? I don't know your question. It will not let you do what? It will not let you send a question mark? There you go. No, that was wrong. VA through DLO. I'm glad you're fresh to CEO. Andrew, you tried custom code groups on LCWO. It's tricky still. That's what I did. Actually, my worst characters are... was that lightning? I saw like a flash, but I couldn't tell. Let me like listen. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. But dang, this storm is close. My power will go out at any time now. This is exciting. My worst characters are H, I, J, L, F, 6, 7, 8. Why not 9? Did I say F? Because F is even worse, my character. The C, Q. So I put all of those into custom code group, and holy cow, I got nothing. Like, it was super hard. But then I go back, and I add all the other characters. I'm like, oh, this is a lot easier than it seems. And that's on random characters. And I'm always like torn between the random characters versus get back up here. Random characters versus like words and QSOs, because random characters are random and it might help you with call signs, but you can practice call signs too, and that will actually help you learn prefixes, which are important parts of the call sign, like tells you where the ham is from. Like I'm N0SSC, that N0 stands for I'm in America. And I'm in Zero Land, probably. That's where I first got my call sign, and it happens to be that I'm in Missouri, which is a part of the Zero Land in America. But if you're like PY2, that means you're from, you gotta look it up. Hammer you prefix list. And this is kind of hard to read. PY2. PY means you're from Brazil. And PY2, I think I might have to do something with something special. Oscar Henry 2, how about that? Well, it's right here. Oscar Henry. And there's no, like, if you're from Oscar Henry 0, that means you're from Åland Island, which I guess is a part of Finland. Or up there somewhere. So then that basically tells you where the person's calling from. So... Henry came for YM. Just still don't know your question. What is the question mark for on Morse Mania? It will not let me. I'm sad for you too, but I wish I could help. I could help. I'm not sure what you're trying to ask. Where's the storm at, man? This guy's turning pink. It's no tornadoes, thankfully. It's not been severe warned, so it's not going to hail in my car.
Manipulating weather.
No, don't manipulate the weather. I want the other one. Oh, it's right on the edge. Oh, I'm drawing on it. Let's go to the TWR. Yes. Where am I? Well, this isn't that bad. It looks a lot better in the terminal Doppler weather radar, but not. This one looks torrential, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty torrential. 10 p.m. CAD rain in 1 hour. Oh, well. I love the rain, man. I really wish I could move. I mean, I theoretically could move to the Pacific Northwest, but that would be a mistake, and many people would be unhappy. And I could probably find a job in Seattle. No problem there, but, like, I don't want to live in Seattle. Like, I want Seattle to live here. I want the weather from Seattle. The Pacific Northwest weather is... It's some of my favorite. Like every time I've been to Seattle, I'm just like, it's raining, it's dreary, it's cold, I love it. And when it's here, it's like raining all day, it's dreary, it's cold or chilly or just kind of like cool enough you can sit on the front porch. Oh, it's just great. I don't have NOAA at my house. I can receive NOAA. I'm in St. Louis, so I get the KDO 89 or KDO 88. but I used to have a weather radio actually up and running, but it was a weather radio that was left out in the rain at my parents' house for a long time. I took it home and it worked for a couple nights, and then severe storms came and it never beeped. So I plugged in the same alerts and all that stuff, but didn't work. But I have plenty of things beeping on my phone already for me to like get warnings and such. And I generally have a really... Whoa, do you see that? It's like trying to read my face. It read my face from my finger. That was sketchy. But I generally have a high awareness of the weather. Like I know, oh, it's going to rain tonight because I check carrot weather all the time. I'm a weather nerd, so like I know like kind of what I'm expecting for, you know, the day. So, and if there's a severe storm warning or severe storm coming, I know about it like 2 days in advance, and I've been waiting for this. So I think it's starting to hear some wind, a little bit of rain. It's getting colder. Oh, finally. Yeah, tones come on when emergency is in effect, and there's no emergency right now, sadly. They dropped the severe warning on it. Like normally there would be a box around. I'm surprised this is a hail core down south of me. That should be severe, but it's not. Maybe it will be soon. But like we got a tornado down by Springfield. Actually, it didn't look like a tornado, but there were 100-mile-an-hour winds. It was crazy. I saw it earlier in the stream. We go to super res. Like these are straight line winds. There might be, that looks a little bit tornado-y. That's a tornado vortex signature, but like 73, I don't know if you can read that, 65 mile per hour winds, 68, 72, sheesh. It's just straight line winds, but they're tornado warning it because, I mean, that's the damage it's causing. I don't think there's actually a tornado. I mean, this might be, it's a little hook echoey, but it's not really. It's not safe though. Not safe to be outside, no matter what. But yeah, St. Louis has nothing, no severe warnings. But here we are, about to get wrecked. Oh, I really wish I could be a cyclist, but my that would turn my commute from 25 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes, and very sweaty because it's uphill both ways in the rain. So, no, it's uphill going to work and then mostly uphill going back home. It's, I guess if you took a specific route, you could get uphill both ways and then, you know, downhill at some point. But it would be so hard. I had a goal of trying to do it. I'm trying to bike to work. We put on some stream tunes to like break up the monotony. I listened to Harris Heller and he said I could use these tunes, so just not this one. And they won't give me copyright strike, thankfully. Let me check how that sounds, actually. If you're looking at me, let me check how that sounds, actually. If you're looking at me, come on. Come on. Yeah, it's pretty chill. Still no lightning. Let me go to lightning maps. Lost my thingy. I need to, I'll just hide this and move things around a bit. Tornado Easton is up part of Mississippi. It sucks. Ooh. Tree crushes chain link and side tore off his mobile home. Well, mobile home during a storm is a fear. Like, it's an actual dream that I have, or nightmare, I guess. The lightning in this storm is dissatisfying, to say the least. And I'm going to knock on wood because that means lightning will hit my house. Well, won't hit my house if I knock on some proper wood. Because I just made it mad by saying it was dissatisfying. But like, it's very satisfying, but it's not lightning here, which is good. But I was expecting a little bit of lightning, but I'm glad that there's not. There's some wind. Whee! Getting some rain on my arm. I will pull up the weather radio too. If you're on a boat, get to shore.
A thunderstorm is considered severe when it contains 1 inch or larger diameter size hail and flash or wind gusts of 58 miles an hour or greater. A severe thunderstorm can also produce deadly lightning and very heavy rain, which can lead to flash flooding. Remember,
Dang! Get struck by lightning. Ow.
always the possibility of tornadoes.
Oh yeah.
Time is 8:07 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is NOAA, Weather Radio KTO 89 St. Louis, Missouri, broadcasting on 162.550 MHz.
The rain is coming in.
This program originated from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in St. Louis, Missouri, and serves parts of east central Missouri and southwest Illinois, including the St. Louis metro area and surrounding
Turn this
counties.
brightness up.
Here is your National Weather Service forecast for the St. Louis metropolitan area, including the cities of St. Louis, St. Charles, Belleville, and surrounding communities. Tonight, windy. Showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Then slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Storms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail in the evening. Blowing
Yeah, so there's not much to see out there, I guess.
southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts to around 35 miles an hour in the evening, shifting to the west after midnight.
This like
Chance of
kind of
rain
music vibe goes well together, doesn't it?
Wednesday, breezy. Much cooler.
I cannot hit Detroit.
Scattered showers
I am at least 400 miles away from Detroit
high in the upper 50s.
in St. Louis, so I cannot hit them on 5.2.
West wind
Maybe on a really good day
gusts to around 30 miles
with a
an hour.
substantial lift
Chance of rain 80%.
on a frontal boundary,
Breezy.
which we're on a frontal boundary right now, but I don't think
Partly cloudy with
if I look up the
showers after midnight.
whatchamacallit, the APRS
Northwest
propagation
15 miles an hour.
map.
Gusts up to 30
Yeah, you won't even help, dude.
Chance of rain
Maybe if I was in an airliner,
Thursday. Mostly sunny.
but
High in the
yeah, there's not even lift happening right now, or tropospheric scatter. There is over in Florida. There's always a lift happening over here. I don't know what kind of lift. That's just something I made up.
mostly clear.
But
Mid-40s.
I have talked to Topeka, Kansas
10 miles an hour.
on 2 meters.
Becoming light after midnight.
I've talked to the International Space Station on 2 meters. And a lot of satellites. We could work a satellite. That'd be easy.
Partly
If
cloudy.
it flew over the between of 2 of us.
Mid-50s.
So
Saturday. Warmer.
26 miles. I've been trying to put a Verta on my house, but
Saturday night. Partly cloudy with a 20%
it's
chance of showers and thunderstorms.
the rain's here. I'm just gonna turn the weather radio off. It sounds really nice though.
There's rain getting in our window.
I need a microphone for the ambient noise.
Sarah's house been thundering at her house for 30 minutes.
Dang. Alright, turn this back on. Yeah, I've been wanting to put a vertical antenna on my chimney, but then I found out my chimney is very, very brittle. And I'm trying to get it tuck pointed and repaired,
I don't know what I was running then.
but
I'm running a pair of phase dipoles now.
sooner or later that'll
One of
happen.
them was on the ground for a long time. But it's back up now, so I'm into being a two-element now instead of just.
This is the kind of conversation I like on ham radio. I don't like to talk.
Thank you for the,
I like to listen to hams talk about
I'm not sure. I heard a
about technology, about antennas, about all that stuff.
On the frequency.
Everyone's quiet though. The higher you go in 80 meters, the more. Wonder what this button does. I don't know when we find out. We're gonna find out. Bueller. You gonna tell me what that button does?
Hey Bob, you still in there, kid?
I guess the button blew him up or something. I'm impressed how much 80 meter activity there is right now.
Trina lost interest in ham radio. You used to really be into it, all kinds of stuff and whatnot.
Guys on AM.
We believe in using open wire feed and all that kind of thing, and Ed.
I'm gonna change it back to LSB. Some net. A torpedo. Old coots. What? Say again? No. I haven't. Oh. Cookbook arrived. Oh! I heard a hail. I heard an ice pick little. Boop. Oh! I think it's hailing. Oh no, what?
Got all kinds of honeysuckle on the road banks by the meadows back in the woods. And I just don't have it around here. I didn't know if it was just, different climate conditions.
I don't even get it. Look at the box though. The whole porch is just flowing straight into the porch.
Nice. Don't get mic wet. Safe the mic. It's fine. We're still good. I swore that was a little hail drip, but maybe not. Windowsill's a little damp, but that'll dry out. Anyways.
Give up cutting so weird.
Yeah. Let me see. Wow.
Yeah, I've got a little bit here, but
Super
not near
simple.
like I had down that southern coast.
Perfectly well. It's a little moist up here, but just brush it off. Okay. Justin and I are cooks, but this cookbook is not for us. Is it not? I thought you were giving it away. You're giving it to somebody.
That black cherry works real nice.
Oh, I thought you were buying it for Elise. Oh. 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 Teamwork.
Talking about not being able to get to your shore house. That's the way the Outer Banks have been for the last 6 or 8 weeks. My cousin that owns a place down there on Southern Shores has not been allowed.
This is definitely going to be my top 10 most aesthetic stream ever. I've got some old coots talking on ham radio. I've got a Stream Beats backtrack from Harris Heller. And I got Storm.
They're allowed to go in on Monday. Anybody that their last name begins from A to I is allowed to go in, and then Thursday I think anybody from J to the rest of the alphabet is allowed to go in. But it's very restrictive down there. Like he said, that owns a house, pays the taxes on it, and ain't allowed to go to it. Yeah, that's got to be frustrating.
All of the happy sounds. The only thing missing is actually Morse code. But I can fix that right now.
If I played around with it, I could.
With some FT8. Oh, worst sound ever.
Baked coconut curry meatballs.
Oh, I want that. Yeah, VA3DLO. This rain has completely put a chill on life around here. It was like 85, 80 degrees today. There we go. Not the FTE. Yeah, I had to. See if I can figure this guy's call sign. Well, just QRM or QS speed. Whiskey Alpha 3, Whiskey X-Ray Romeo. So this is my speed. James Wells Jr. from Pittsburgh. That makes sense because this is a New Eastern, not New Jersey, Pennsylvania. This is from Pennsylvania. This RTL WebSDR is from Pennsylvania. Wish I could answer him. Ooh. Ooh. Somebody just called QRL. Hey, it's Adam in the house. CQ. CQ. CQ, straight key. Oh man, I'm all messed up. Messed that all up. It's so nice to get on 80 meters and not have to worry about like a bajillion static crashes because of these storms, because this receiver's out in Pennsylvania. Plenty far away from these storms. I mean, you can actually hear it crackling in the background, but it's not the worst thing in the world, you know? CQ. CQ. SK. CC. Got him. KD8 Juliet Delta Charlie. Brownstown, my. I almost said Minnesota. I was going to be embarrassed for a second. Straight Key Century Club 20596T? Is in Tango? That guy's on the air a bunch. Very cool. Let's find some more. Let's go fishing. I wonder if this track is like actually coming through. The music track, not the Morse code track. So I've been watching a lot of his channel is Alpha Streams. YouTuber.com. It's not this one. Alpha Gaming. And he is a music producer as well, and he's produced this like copyright free thing on Spotify called Stream Beats. And I'm just letting it play. And he tells me all about how to be a good streamer and, you know, do all of the things and all that stuff. VA3DLO. It's all funny too because I don't make any money off of YouTube as well. I used to, but not very much. I made $700 in about 7 years worth of YouTubing. And I don't intend to like grow this channel to the point of where it's like financially... I mean, maybe I intend to, but I don't expect it to whatsoever. I intend to like bring some quality, but to do stuff like N0SSC and Ham Radio 2.0 and E0OG, Kevin Laughlin, even DX Commander, N0SSC or XTT, Callum, like they all do this almost not full time. Some do, like K0OG is a full time YouTuber. Well, as far as I know, I have a full time job. Yeah, and it's too much to like try to get to that point. And ham radio is definitely not the thing to do. Eric, yeah, KG4YZI. I have one of his shirts. Don't be a scopehead shirt. Ham radio is like, unless you're like got a really good market and you're a really good personality, but even then, like the biggest ham radio YouTuber he's 100,000 subscribers. N0SSC, at least. Well, who is the biggest? Let me go find out really quick. If he's not the biggest, he's very close. There are some breakout videos, but viral videos never make any kind of viral videos make not a lucrative channel. At least in terms of like making yourself a living. View count. K7AGE has the most views per video, but channel W2AEW has the most subscribers, followed by Jerry Ellsworth, and then Ham Radio Tag, Ham Radio Channel. These are Russian. K7AGE. There's Ham Radio Crash Course. 1,000 videos. Look at that. That's crazy. But W2AEW, he is a Tektronix technician. Too much tech in there. And he does all these videos on everything basic electronics and then some. It's very, very, very informative. Very well done videos. Very good handwriting too. Like this is something like I could never. I would just scribble on paper to be like, yeah, this worked here and the current's here and using Kirchhoff's law and this, you can take this transistor and simulate, you know. I couldn't be as well spoken as W2AEW as he's been doing it for years and years and years. So absolutely awesome channel. If you can make so yeah, that's the thing. Like if I can make enough money to pay for Adobe Premiere and maybe like a new camera every couple of years or so, that would be like the goal. Justin's looking at me like, build my pergola.
Maybe you could do a YouTube channel about building a pergola. You can put an antenna on the pergola.
Hell yeah, I can. But that's the other thing, like, I want to do videos on like random stuff that isn't ham radio, but then it's like you get into a point where you just throw stuff into the pile and no one sees, like, you know?
As opposed to now where everyone watches.
Everyone, all 6 of us are watching. Give or take. All you need. So I used to have monetization, and like I mentioned, it didn't make very much money at all, but it was enough to be like, oh, that's money. I'm not going to say no. And when I was a college kid, it was like, this is a lot of money. It paid for like a legitimate copy of Sony Vegas or Adobe Premiere, I think was what I was using. Like the old school one. And then made a little more, and then they cut off, like, because I only had 1,000. I have 1,000 subscribers, but I only had about 1,200 watch hours a year, so they cut me off, and now I have about 2,000. So I'm 200 or 2,000 watch hours away from being remonetized, but I'm also a little bit leery of doing that, just because it's kind of brings an ulterior motive, like to make money. But making money isn't a problem, obviously. It's not a bad thing, but it kind of paints a new picture. Like, you're doing this to like entice people to view, to make you money. I'm doing this YouTube thing because it's my second hobby. I like editing, I like streaming, I like just educating and teaching, you know, the Morse code thing, which we did, and now we're going full aesthetic here. Trying to experiment with just the medium. Well, I'll watch your vids. I watched crap loads of... Ooh, there was lightning. I watch way too much YouTube. I downloaded my entire YouTube watch history, and it totaled 150 gigabytes. Just the watch history itself, like the videos I've watched, is in an HTML file where each video takes up maybe a few bits. Maybe a few bytes. Maybe 2 or 3 bytes of data. All of that together was 28 gigabytes. That's like... I need to get a calculator out and actually figure it out. It's insane how much YouTube I've watched over the last long time. This is 73. Alright, what else am I going on about? The weather's gone, I've learned Morse code, I've played with the aesthetic, I've been streaming for about an hour and a half, a little more than that. Chatted with my chat, talked to VA3DLO a whole bunch, said hi to Adam, to Aaron, or not Aaron, A0, Kyle, A0Z was up in there, KN4YM, CMart, Chuck was up in there, Logan Barnett, Sato. A lot of people come in and then they leave, and that's okay. And then most people like actually come in a lot later. I've noticed that. Noah did a video on an ICOM E2 and he said 30 airband demo, so you did he bought a radio to do the demo? That's funny. I bought a from eBay a HP power supply, and I need to do a video on it. Like a cheap server supply. Alright, if you're going BRB, I'm gonna BRB too, and cut this stream out, because I'm about to like fall asleep from me talking so much. And I'll say 73 to you and yours, and I hope you're doing well and you're staying out of the noise and the storms and the tornadoes and the COVID-19. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on Thursday, probably around 7 again, and then Sunday. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Hold me to it. If I'm not streaming, send me an email at N0SSC.com, Sterling at N0SSC.com, or send me a Twitter at N0SSC, because I need motivation to keep my CW education up. I am in CW Academy, but I have to study every single night, and I stream 3 nights a week so that I can prove it to myself that I'm streaming by proving it to you guys. So, if that makes any sense. All right, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. 7-3, and take it easy, and stay safe. This has been a production by N0SSC. Bye.